Hello guys, welcome to my channel again. It's your boy Pedro, and it's been a while. It's been about 3 weeks to be precise since my last broadcast, and I really apologize for that. I'll be heading straight to business and I'll be showing you what has been happening in the market over the past couple of months. In the last broadcast, I talked about a potential, imminent breakdown from the Bitcoin and the rest of the cryptocurrency market. We're looking at we're looking at, we're stuck in a range for about a month, and where when it was agreed, as you already know, a range is a range until it stops being a range. So this is the range. We're stuck in this range between the period of we're locked in this range between June ending until July ending. It's a period of over 1 month, in fact. And talked about the last broadcast talked about the possibility of this breakdown, these breakouts happening to the downside, and that was as a result of the resulting price action from Bitcoin. And you know very well that if Bitcoin should break down to the downside, the rest of the market will definitely follow suit. And last broadcast came a day before the breakout. The last broadcast was on the 23rd of July. Following day, we had its breakout. So it was like a warning that you should be cautious, should be on the watch, because that breakout was likely to happen anytime soon. And this has happened. And ever since we were, when the breakout happens, then you should be expecting price to continue in the direction of the breakout. But that has not really been the case for Bitcoin. Excuse me. So Bitcoin has been, since the 24th July breakout, has been consolidating below the range low ever since that time. We've not been able to head towards further downside target, and as a result, we've been stuck in another period of consolidation below range lows, and as a result, we've developed this pattern. Here is the pattern that has been developed as a result of the range. This pattern that has been formed as a result of this range, and it's a descending channel of some sort. And we can see that we've been ranging in this channel so far. So the last week we had a visit to the top of the channel, and you can see that there's been a rejection, and we're headed down. We're headed to the downside of this. Here's the rejection, and we're headed to the downside. And you can see that same sentiment has been shared across board. The total market cap is also sharing that same sentiment. You can see that we've also been in this descending channel range for the total market cap as well, and you can see the same sentiment being shared on the USDT dominance chart as well. USDT dominance chart has been sharing that same, has been stuck in that same range as well. So since the USDT dominance is the reverse of the Bitcoin and the total market cap, and you can see that it is an ascending channel, playing out very well. We revisited the bottom of that channel last week, and we're likely headed to the upside. That has been the summary of Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market since July 24th, since the breakdown which occurred on July 24th. And this is another reason. This also addresses the fact that the correlation between the US dollar that I've been saying before in the previous podcast, the correlation between the US dollar and the Bitcoin is not very direct. It does not have a direct influence on the Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market. The USDT dominance has a more direct influence on the cryptocurrency market than the US dollar itself. So I'm not going to be dwelling on that, since I've been dwelling on that in the past, but you can check that out again and see that has played out again during a period where the US dollar has been acting in a certain way. The cryptocurrency market has decided to act in its own way. The cryptocurrency markets, US dollar has a more direct influence on other markets than it has on the cryptocurrency market, because the USDT is the most traded stable coin in it's like the cryptocurrency reserve currency. So I also trying to warn you of something just happened right now in the cryptocurrency market, and it's very important that I point it out to you and warn you, if I may, that you should be very, very cautious, because there's been a very massive gap that has been formed in the cryptocurrency market. You can see that ever since this bounce, we've been respecting this bottom of this trend, of this sending channel for USDT dominance. It has been acting as a support until this breakout. This breakout has happened. Look at the 1 hour time frame. You can see here is the close for 9 AM UTC. Let me take out this. You can see it clearly. Here's the close for 9 AM UTC. We have a close of 7.35, still above this bottom of this channel. And here's the next hour, 10 UTC. 10 UTC. We have a close of 7.35 for 9 AM, and the next hour, the open for 10 o'clock UTC is 7.24. As a result of this, there's been a massive gap that has been created. This just happened a couple of hours ago. Here's the gap. Here's the gap that has been formed. A huge gap that has been formed as a result of this. And this has also affected the daily time frame as well. See, as a result of that gap, this gap has also been formed on the daily time frame. You can see the daily close from yesterday, 7.38. Here's the daily close for today, 7.27. So the gap is very, very evident on the daily, massive gap on the daily and on the weekly time frame. Let me take this out. Daily, here's it, the daily and the weekly, and the daily and the 1 hour time frame. Here it is again on the total market cap, which you know is a reverse of an inverse of the USDT dominance. And here it is on the 1 hour time frame again. One time frame. massive, sorry, and it's not unnoticeable. It's not visible on the 4-hour time frame. It's not affected by the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame is not affected by this gap, but the daily time frame is also affected by it. Here it is on the daily time frame as well. Here it is, massive gap on the daily time frame. So I don't know. My personal opinion is that I think the exchanges are the ones behind this. Maybe they've seen so much short and they're trying to liquidate a whole lot of people by coming up with this. This is a very massive gap. It's too obvious. I mean, I don't think I've seen gaps in the different markets, but I don't think I've seen one so obvious in the cryptocurrency market. And so it's very important that guys, you play safe, be very, very cautious of this gap, especially if you are currently excited about the pump on the market, and then you want to long the market, because if there is a gap, now here's why I think this is a pure manipulation from, I think, the exchanges. If there is a serious pump from the market, it should be spearheaded by Bitcoin, but here it is, Bitcoin is not affected by this. Take a look at the Bitcoin chart. Here is the close from yesterday. We had the close of 29,303, and we have an open of 29,303. So there's no gap on the daily. There's no gap on the 1 hour as well. Here's the 9 o'clock close, 29,413. Here's the 10 o'clock open, 29,414. So there is no gap. Here's the 4 hour as well. You can see that if there is a clear, this is a massive pump from the market, then Bitcoin should be the one sponsoring that pump. That is not the case. So guys, I think this is pure manipulation from the exchanges. So you should be very, very, very wary, very cautious of this, just in case you're about to. And if there is a gap like this, then you should expect that this gap should get closed anytime soon. This gap should get closed. Should get closed anytime soon, because gaps the market are usually often get closed, and I think this will even happen sooner rather than later. So that is it for the cryptocurrency market. And I also want to point out why the cryptocurrency market has been stuck in, why Bitcoin has been stuck in this massive consolidation below range lows, sort of, heading down south massively, aggressively, like we all expected after closing below range lows since the July 24th close. Here's the reason why, in my opinion, Bitcoin has refused to, the cryptocurrency market basically, and Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market has struggled to go down, and it's just down to one factor, the Bitcoin dominance. Here it is, the Bitcoin dominance, BTCD chart. Yes, good. The volatility from the Bitcoin dominance chart has been the reason behind the struggle from the cryptocurrency market to head in any direction. The very choppy price action, consolidated price action, lower time frames, intraday time frames. So as a result of this, take a look at this, and here's the price action for, here's the daily time frame, and here's the price action from the Bitcoin dominance. And the Bitcoin dominance, if the Bitcoin dominance is for instance bullish, if it is bullish, the Bitcoin market is bullish, then you see Bitcoin tends to dominate the alt. the odds tend not to move very rapid, and they tend to just be consolidating or not moving very well. And here's a period where we had that massive move from the Bitcoin between June and June, the period between June, the period of the month of June rather, we had that you need serious volatility from the Bitcoin dominance chart to see serious moves from the market. Here is June 15th to June 23rd on Bitcoin. You can see that massive move. Here it is, June 15th to 23rd, or June ending, basically from mid-June to June ending. You can see how massively bullish Bitcoin dominance was. Bitcoin dominance was massively bullish. We had serious volatility, massive momentum from the Bitcoin dominance. That is the reason why Bitcoin made this massive move. The odds were actually struggling during this period, and prior to this period, you can see that the Bitcoin dominance was also making big volatile moves. There was more volatility from the Bitcoin dominance prior to this period as compared to what is happening now. You can see that on the days where the Bitcoin dominance slowed and Bitcoin was like kind of up, the alts had massive reliefs. For example, the June 30th and July 13th. July 13th was the last day we had any form of serious momentum and volatility from the Bitcoin dominance, and you can see that on that very day we had massive pumps from the alts, and ever since we've lost that momentum. So we've lost that momentum ever since. That is why the Bitcoin chart has actually struggled to head towards any downward direction or even upward direction, because the dominance has been very choppy. So for this to change, you need Bitcoin dominance to start making, to stop this choppy nature. You can see how little and sideways, little the bars and how sideways they are as well. So because of this, this is the reason why even when Bitcoin seems to dump on a particular day, the odds tend not to struggle or tend to be very okay, because odds tend to struggle. So but this you can see that the same gap has also been formed on the Bitcoin dominance chart as well. Everything except Bitcoin is currently responding to this massive gap. So for alt to start, for you to start seeing serious movement in the market this time around, what happens is this: the chart, the dominance. If you look at the if you go into the intraday time frame, realize that the dominance tends to pump when Bitcoin pumps, and it tends to dump when Bitcoin dumps. And if this continues to be the trend, we will not see anything serious from the market. We will continue to see this choppy state from Bitcoin and the rest of the market. But until we start seeing serious volatility from the market, if this dump, something like this, is to be the case, start seeing big candles like this, start seeing big candles like this from from the Bitcoin dominance, then we can start seeing serious volatility in the market. So the volatility in the market, some of what I'm saying is that the volatility, in a nutshell, volatility in the market has been down. Low volatility in the market has been down to the performance of the Bitcoin dominance over the past 1 month. Because of this slowdown in the Bitcoin dominance performance, the Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market has also been experiencing this slowdown in the market. So I hope this makes sense. And, I would have loved to talk about other markets, but I think I've taken enough time already. I'll do that in the next broadcast. So I hope you got value from this. I hope you, please let me know in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Do you agree that the low volatility in the market is down to the performance of Bitcoin dominance chart? And do you also agree that you were stuck in this? What are your thoughts about the performance of the cryptocurrency market, the Bitcoin especially, being stuck in this period of consolidation? So this is just a summary of what I have for you today. I hope you go over. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish you a happy trading day. Always remember, this is financial, and this is not a financial advice, but this is for educational purpose. Thank you very much, and do have a lovely